see now, which is great because we see Joe between like 30 years, right? You see in the younger photo, a lot of these things beginning. As Bonnie pointed out, you see the beginning of that left shoulder pulling up, which is really the rib cage is starting to rotate, almost like on its axis. And that's why if you see between his left arm and his right arm, the left is pulled really, really close to his body and the right one is shoved out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those hands pull in because his chest is beginning to collapse inwards. As much as it's pulled out because he's strong and he does a lot of exercise, it's still pulling in. So he's constantly fighting that, right? You see the changes in the legs, that wide leg stance he has, which very much narrows as he gets older.
Mm-hmm.
And then specifically, the biggest thing for me, aside from the face, which was great that you pulled that out, because yeah, that left side looks like it's in a vice right now. If you guys want, while you're watching, actually put a thumb up between and kind of do left, right, this kind of thing, and you'll see the difference. It's two different faces, right? Yeah. But look at his stomach, right? So the line, that piece of tissue that goes right down the center of the six-pack, we call the linea alba. You can look, that's supposed to be nice and straight, right? On the abdominals. And what is it? It's literally almost turning into a C curve.
Yeah.
You see, it's pulling over to the right. And I'm looking more at the younger photo because you see it better just because of some of the shadow. Yeah. He's way too tan when he's 80. And you can see what's happening on the left side of the stomach there. It's crushing all of that tissue over by the oblique and all of that. And then on the other side, completely different, right? So what do you think is happening to all of those organs in there? The intestines, the reproductive organs, the GI tract, your diaphragm, your lungs and heart, because of the change in the diaphragm. All of that is still being crushed too.
Our
right?
bowels, irritable bowel, incontinence.
IBS,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
even to the point of autoimmune disorders like, oh, damn it, Crohn's. Even to those points, because it's again, those cellular changes can oftentimes be attributed to the autoimmune issues as well. But all you see then as it shifts over is what happens when you put 30 more years on top of it. So now, when he's 82, that left shoulder is super high, right? The hands are starting to crumple down inwards. The stomach is still all types of messed up. You can still see that same C curve.
And it almost looks like he's starting, like you see it a little bit on the younger side, but in the older side, it almost looks like he's trying, like
sucking it in.
Not sucking it in, but yeah, in some ways, but almost like squatting, like about to sit down, like the rotation of the hip and that.
Well, yeah, so that's probably due to some of his own understanding of the core and his work with like pelvic tilts and getting that they always talk about getting an indentation by rolling the hips back and jamming the low back in, which is good to a point.
Yeah.
But I just love this picture because I think everyone can see now when you point it out, they go, oh my God. And this is a guy that spent his whole life studying exercise and taking care of himself. And he has these issues. So what do you think your issues are, right? You have these same things and they are correctable. You just have to get to see somebody and do the work.